Let me tell you two things. You don't need to be scared. You don't need to be afraid wherever you are. You may not also be a chosen one, but this video is accurately made for everybody. I was communicating with one of my friends. That was last year when I was talking to one of my friends like that. I was telling him something. I said, you don't need to worry about nothing in this world we are today right now, because God can use a tinkle of hours to put your mockers, your laughters, your haters into shame. When I was telling him, I said, let me use my own word situation, what I have gone through in life when I become homeless. Let me use it for instance. After giving him all my information, how I was treated, what they told me, how they told me, everything that they said, the guy said, I never believed that it can easily happen. I said, there is nothing God cannot do. Forget about people who tell you that they will plot evil, or people who attack you, people who attack your business, people who do this, because many of us don't know that. The truth is this: sometimes God allow your business to go down because He don't want your enemy to figure out what is coming to that business. He don't want your enemy to figure out what is about to occur in your life. I believe one thing about God, that every circumstance you encounter, God allow it. There is nothing that devil can do in your life as a person that God have never indeed planned. Everything that happens is a God word plan, whether bad or good. God planned them. Sometimes our mistake can also be the something that deviates the plan of God, our own mistake. I can remember when I traveled to Africa, when I had a dream that the Lord revealed to me what to do, but I did not do it. And that caused a lot of things that I am even trying to resolve till now, because I did not hearken to the voice and I did not obey the voice, even when God have given me direction. You know what I'm saying? So I ignored it because I thought everything would just go the way I was planning it, not knowing that my enemy have already planned ahead of me. It is when everything, is done by then, that is when I realized that this is the reason why God asked me to do such thing. You know what I'm saying? So what am I trying to say is this, is that God can use a tinkle of hour, like a tinkle of hour to recreate or reform or transform your life. You that is bothering, you are finding food to eat, you are finding it difficult to get a job, you are finding it difficult to do this, nothing is working in your life. Don't think that God is not watching your life, or God is not aware, or God is not, knowing nothing about you. The truth is that God have idea. It may not be the appointed time for Him to strike. It may not be the appointed time for Him to release. It may not be the appointed time for Him to do what He know exactly in doing. It may not be that appointed time that He know what to do. That maybe that is not the appointed time. But let me tell you, no matter what you go through in life, never you think that it is over. I have a lot of my friends who were telling me that I will sleep in the street, I will not be able to feed, even to the point where the same person who caused me to become homeless was telling me that, in order for you to get a job, you must prepare to be paying €1, 1 hour, all those things to frustrate my life. But I did not hearken to them because I believe that as long as God is alive, so there is nothing God cannot do. And one thing I said always in my heart whenever they are saying those words, bullying and all those stuff, one thing I always say is that if God can do it for other people that I have no idea of, if God have been doing it before I was born, if God is still doing it for others, what is too big about me? What is too big? What is that thing that is too big that God cannot do about me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you, is that There is nothing God cannot do when it comes to you as a person or as a chosen. So you that is now bothering, how long will I be waiting upon God? How long will I be expecting favor? I need to be promoted. I need to do well. I need to excel. I deserve to be blessed. Let me tell you, when God, the day that God will start to bless you, be ready. Because many people are going to, it's not, if you are a chosen ones and you are thinking God is going to bless you, that is good. That is pure expectation and God will bless you. But one thing you need to have in your mind is that if you are shooting a target or you are shooting a lion, also be prepared that the lion may attack you. You have to say, what I mean is this: if you see an antelope and you try to, to carry their babies, even goat that cannot even attack you, they will try it. What does that mean is that there are people who may not want you to progress, but that cannot stop God. But what these people will do is that the moment God starts to bless you, you will become their enemy. And they will start to hate you. That is why sometimes God accurately wants us to mature enough. God accurately wants us to be bold. That's why sometimes God wants us to walk through the valley, through the fire, through betrayal, through rejection, through the storm before He starts to bless us. So that when you come out, you will look at the wound in your right hand. You will look at the wound in your face. You will look at the wound in your chest. You will look at the wound in your leg. You will look at the wound in all parts of you that other people may not be able to see, but only you feel the wound. Then when God starts to bless you, you will understand that this person will call you a witch. This person will call you destiny user. This person will call you a name. Your brothers will even tell you, why are you the one that is blessed the most? This thing you put on is the reason why. This thing you put here is the reason why. Then you will no longer bother. Why? Because all that you have gone through is bigger than what they are saying. So that is why you should understand sometimes God wants you to balance. God wants you to come to a point where nothing will shaking you. That is why He said He wants us to be bold as a lion and be fearless as what? As a tigret. He wants you to be bold as a lion and be fearless. You know what I'm saying? So if God have not started doing it, or maybe God is just blessing you with paying your bill, feeding yourself, clothing yourself, don't think that is the end of it. No. It's a process. God is not going to bless you today and tomorrow you will lose all. No. That is not the blessings of God. God is not going to bless you now and tomorrow everything will just do what? Collapse. No, that is not the blessings of God. God is not going to bless you now and tomorrow you will start to beg. No, that is not the work of God. God will bless you and start to bless you until those who are blessed will even call you blessed. That is when you realize that blessing have levels. Remain blessed.